Hello, what's up everybody? In today's video, I'm going to show you how we can make a custom cursor within the Figma. Get sure to watch this video until the end. My name is Kia, and here is Kimo. Welcome back to my channel. To make a custom cursor, we have to basically track the user cursor movement and get sure that our object or our custom cursor basically is going to follow the user cursor movement. However, this was almost impossible within the Figma in past. There were a couple of tricks that we could use to create similar effects, and I've made a couple of videos about this topic, which you can find those tricks within those videos as well. You can click on the pop-up banner on top to watch that video, or you can find the link to that video in the description of this one. In today's video, we're going to use the Figma site to create this effect, simply because now we have a native solution within the Figma site which we can use in order to create a custom cursor for a specific element or for the whole web page that we're gonna design. But before we get into the main part of this video, I would like to remind you one more time that I would like to share your design and your work at the beginning of each video. So get sure to get in touch with me, share the things that you would like to share with the others in the design community. I'm gonna pick up a couple of them for each video and share it with everybody. So I'm waiting for your message. Now simply let's open our Figma, and from there we gonna create one new Figma site file. You can basically click here on the drop down menu on top and click on a site. Basically, when you create a new file or new Figma website file, you can choose among all this template that exists there, or you can just click on this close button and land here in the main window of Figma site. We are not going to talk about the user interface of this platform. It's fairly similar to what we have in a Figma. Therefore, you should be familiar with everything as well. So I'm going to add a custom cursor to this page of my website. And in the next step, I'm going to also add a couple of custom cursor to specific elements within the page, meaning that when the user hover on those specific element, the user would see a different cursor. But in order to see this effect better, I'm going to add a couple of elements within the web page. You can go up here into the menu and click on the insert, and from there you have access to a couple of presets which will help you to create a kind of a draft or give you the possibility to jump into your design faster. For example, here from the page section we have templates for web pages that we can use. For example, this one I'm going to use at the beginning. Then I'm going to click on the hero section, add one hero, and I don't know, maybe a footer here if exists any. We have also navigation. Yeah, here in the navigation we have the footer. We have also normal navigation. We add it on top. So with a couple of clicks, we have now our first web page. We can work on the, of course, on the stylings to create more custom feeling. But at the moment, it doesn't matter. We gonna see how we can add a custom cursor within this web page. First, we need to select the frame that we would like to assign a specific custom cursor to that frame. This means if, for example, I select this whole page and add a custom cursor, whenever the user cursor is moving within this frame, within this area, the user is going to see the different cursor. So when we are selecting this page, for example, in case I want to add a custom cursor to whole page, I can come here to the interaction section and click on this plus button to create a new interaction. And if we select the whole page, the only interaction we're going to see is the custom cursor. So I'm going to click on this one, and then in this way we add the custom cursor to our page. However, there is one step that we need to do, which is creating our custom cursor itself, the visuals, the appearance, and then add that to this effect, and then we are good to go. So for now, I'm going to close this window and let's start to design our custom cursor. It's really up to you what you're going to do here. I'm going to make one frame, very small one, something like this. Let's make it maybe square at the beginning, maybe 48 pixel to 48 is going to be a good starting point. Let's make it circle, fully rounded, corner radius. Let's call it cursor and I don't know, default. I would like to also add one text layer within this frame. Let's maybe write down click. I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna use this text later for another state of this custom cursor. Adjust the font size and styling in a way that you like to have. Maybe the size, I'm going to make it 24 pixel. Doesn't matter so much at the moment. Adjust the stylings the way that you want. We are good to go. For now, I'm going to reduce the transparency of this element or the text layer to 0. Let's copy this one. This was the default state, and this is going to be the hover state for some elements. I'm going to change the size of the parent layer. Let's bring back this text layer 100%. We can keep it as it is. We can also change the colors, for example, background to black and the text to white, and actually we are good to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select this page that we had, go to the interaction panel, open the custom cursor that we add, and then here I'm going to choose the cursor default as our cursor. I'm going to play this prototype or this page. You can see now we have this custom cursor in our web page, which is a little bit hard to see because it's white. We can change the color. Let's get back to our design. From now on, you can basically decide how the design of your cursor should be by just changing the reference, basically element or reference frame. But before we play again the prototype, I would like to change some stuff. For example, I would like to say that when the user hover on these elements here, the custom cursor should change to click. I'm going to come to select all these frames and come to the interaction panel and create a new interaction. When we click on this element, we have a lot of interaction types. What we need is here, custom cursor. I'm going to click on that. And then from the frame type or the reference frame, I'm going to select the cursor hover state. Get sure that the hotspot is in the center, which is more logical for the user. And we can see that we have this blue cursor in the web page. And when you come down here and when you hover these frames, you can see that our cursor is changing to click. And that's what we wanted to have. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit buggy. It's not working so well. I assume because there is also some interaction or transition or animation or whatever for this element, and that make this stuff a little bit buggy. I hope you learned something new and this video helped you to design cool stuff. And if it was so, please don't forget to like this video, share it with the other designers in your community, and get sure to smash the subscribe button right now. And as a reminder, don't forget to send your work in design to me if you want to see your work in this channel in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.